Come to Joplin. We're going to be jamming in Joplin.
You know, what's so great about Ty is that every time he's with us, he tries to help our show out or the community that we're in at the time with a little special project. And you've done that for us here. Yeah. Literally here.
Yeah, we did a cool project.
We could see it. It's actually like right over there. But there was a lot that's been vacant here for over 30 years. It was donated by the Olivieri family. Yeah. And you helped hook us up with the people that would transform it into what's unbelievable.
What's great too is it's a garden, so it's gonna, you know, it's gonna grow, it's gonna produce, it's gonna, you know, that's the beauty of it.
Let's watch the story of well, what it was. This is the before.
Right.
Right? Watch the before. The lot, located on Passyunk and Wharton, is part of a historic and now thriving South Philly. We knew it would be the perfect spot for a community garden.
You get a cheesesteak with extra cheese.
South Philly is a community like Cheers, but it's a bigger version of Cheers. You know everybody, everybody knows you.
9th and Passyunk is probably the most vibrant place in the whole city. There are constantly people 24/7.
Great location, I can walk everywhere. Cheesesteaks right across the street.
When we say the city of love, this is the city of love.
In my mind, Philadelphia is primarily historic. It brings you back in touch with your roots.
So we decided to put down a few roots of our own. It felt meant to be that Maria Olivieri, the lot's owner, is part of this neighborhood's history. Right across the street stands the iconic Pat's King of Steaks, founded by Maria's father, Harry, and her uncle, Pat. She donated the use of her land in memory of her father.
When Rachael Ray was offering to put a community garden in the area, I was thrilled to death because my father put 9th and Wharton on the map. And as time goes on, we don't want him forgotten.
Now this is where Ty came in.
Good to see you, man. Hey, so Rachel called me, right? Okay. And so she's got a project she'd love help on, which is turning an empty lot in Philly into sort of a garden.
If we're going to do a community garden, let's obviously do fresh vegetables and fresh things like herbs.
Okay, we got a challenge. Let's make it happen, all right?
Sounds like a big project.
All right.
I think we're up to it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see what we got. What I see when I look at this site is, number one, vacant. But I also see potential there. We can really turn it into something. It's going to be a lot of work to create this vision, but we got a team of volunteers coming in from the Camden Children's Garden. And the first thing we want to do with any project is clean up this vacant lot.
We need to get some work done. Let's go!
Dean and his team started 2 weeks before the big block party, and they would be working night and day to pull it off.
Very nice.
Philly boasts more murals than any other city in the world. Over 3,000, in fact, so why not add one more?
Blank wall, blank canvas. From an artist standpoint, what are you kind of envisioning here?
I guess we were thinking something like vintage fruit and vegetable labels from, you know, 50s and 60s, really classic style. Looking good, guys. The Harry portrait's coming together.
Are you ready to get this thing going?
Definitely, let's get going.
Now, our lumber order from Lowe's just arrived, and this is the first step in building our garden. Now, we're going to build some simple raised beds. And when you're choosing lumber for raised beds, always look for something that's treated organically, is weather-resistant, and pest-resistant. Look at that, soil right here, available, accessible. Work you too hard? We have 5 more raised beds to build. We have a whole pergola to knock out. We have a living wall, rainwater harvesting tanks. Rach and Ty, I don't know if we're gonna get this done or not, but I'm not gonna disappoint you.
Results of all the hard work that went into this fantastic community garden that's going to keep giving back and feeding to this community for a long time to come, we hope.
Yes.
We're going to show you guys that in a minute, but we told you there was going to be a big grilling throwdown today.